Day 9 in Croatia was our last day before we had to head home, and man, was it awesome. We got a last-minute invitation to go outside Croatia and visit Bosnia and Herzegovina on a car tour of various cities. A longtime friend of mine is from here, and I just couldn't pass up on this opportunity. Our first stop was to a very small, very old town called Počitelj. Walking through these stone steps and archways felt like we were living hundreds of years in the past, yet right by all of this is everyday life for people. A couple prominent features of this town would include the Počitelj fortress and tower that is part of a walled part of this city. Caitlin and I explored and wandered through this tower, and it was not built for people my size. I can see how it would be difficult to storm this tower in a fight, but I made it work and we climbed to the first open room that is super interesting, especially all the little nooks in different window shapes. From there, we could keep going up and got to the very tippy top of this tower that offered some pretty spectacular views. Our guide pointed out that his parents were married in the mosque here. We made our way back down and headed with our guide onto our next destination, and after about a 30-minute drive, we arrived at Kravica Falls. We spent a good amount of time here because it was awesome. It's a very popular spot for people to visit, and some restaurants and activities that you can do, like get on a boat and go right up next to the falls. Absolutely unbelievable spot, and the water is freezing cold, so naturally we needed to jump in. Now, one of us tries really hard to take aesthetically pleasing pictures of the other, and the other of us just does the opposite. I'll let you decide which is which. We could have spent all day here relaxing at the waterfalls and looking at people and the dogs, but it was time to move on to our last stop of the trip, Mostar. Mostar is known for its bridge, all kinds of history here, and the bridge connects the Muslim side of Mostar to the Christian side. While we were there, some prayers were being played over loudspeakers coming from the mosques on the Muslim side of the bridge, and this was a pretty sweet experience. A ton of stuff is happening around this bridge with all kinds of shops and restaurants and boat rides for us tourists. We climbed up to the top of the bridge for views and views. Caitlin and I decided to eat at a restaurant and try some authentic food from Bosnia and Herzegovina, and we chose cevapi. But while we were eating, we noticed this. Now, it is totally illegal to jump off this bridge unless you are a local and you can gather enough money from the tourists at the top to pay for this craziness. Just the sound of them slapping the water is intense. We spent a lot more time exploring away from the main bridge and found this mini bridge and peaceful area that we thought was gorgeous. We loved this experience, and one thing to know is that in Croatia, it's very low pressure when you wander around shops or stores. In the places that we saw in Bosnia and Herzegovina, sellers are much more aggressive, is I guess the word, and so you just need to know that going in. You will need to tell people no thank you here. We met our guide again and drove back to Croatia and our hotel. Now evening was coming on and Caitlin and I were told about a cave bar, so we took a walk across Dubrovnik to find this place and really got to enjoy and appreciate this beautiful city. We did find the bar, which was super interesting. They have this dug-out bar inside this cave, as the name suggests, and the lights and ambiance is pretty sweet. Deep inside this bar would be the cave, where you can look down into an abyss or up at the roof of the cave where there are these stalactites and kind of eerie-looking rocks. Seating was full inside the actual cave bar, so we went out onto the patio, which proved to be the right move. We had some drinks and watched the sunset from this beautiful part of the world. This Croatia trip was unbelievable. So many amazing memories made with our good friends at Capita and with each other as we got to experience this remarkable country. 100 out of 10 experience.